Hey guys, this is Ms. Clevenger. This is video number 1 of our study guide review for our CBA on Friday. We're going to look at number 1. Number 1 says model the following on a number line with the counters and the number line. So we're looking at 4 plus negative 7. Remember that we always start at 0. So we're always going to start at 0. You can put 0 wherever you want on the number line. Towards the middle is usually where it goes, but you can put it wherever you want. We're going to start at 0, go positive 4, which means I'm going this way to positive 4. And then I am adding negative 7, which means I actually go backwards. Negative 7. So I end up at negative 3. So my answer would be negative 3. And another way we can count that. Another way that we can work this out is by counters. 4 tells me that I'm going to have 4 positive counters. Negative 7 tells me I'm going to have 7 negative counters, which means I'm going to shade them in to represent that they are negative. Then once we do that, we find all of our 0 pairs and we cross them out, and I'm left with negative 3, which is the answer that I got when I did it on the number line. Our next question says which expression is represented on the number line, and it looks like we have 3 groups of negative 4. Remember that the hops are the first number. It tells me how many hops I have. The second number tells me how big the hops were, and the hops were negative 4. So my answer is going to be D. Now, we're looking at the next 4 questions. They're asking us either about the absolute value or the opposite of a number. Remember that the absolute value is the distance from 0. So when I'm asked about the absolute value of negative 13, what would the answer be? What would be 13? Because the distance negative 13 is away from 0 would be 13. What is the opposite of negative 10? Well, the opposite of negative 10 is 10. What is the opposite of 4? The opposite of 4 is negative 4. And the absolute value of 15 is 15, because remember that absolute value means the distance from 0. You need to make sure that you understand the difference between the absolute value and the opposite of. They are 2 completely different things. I hope this helps, and get ready for video number 2.